All right, y'all, I'm back. Let me share my screen real quick and do one last thing on why I said no to this deal. So, number one, it's a busy street. We're on the live on Wednesday. I talk about that checklist, right? So, what type of area is it in? Um, is it an area that is gonna, is it too high crime? This area is, in my opinion. There's some nice houses there. If anything, if I wanted to do some transactions here, I would just fix and flip or wholesale. But again, that busy street, I showed you the double yellow line. It's a no, immediately for me. I don't like busy streets. The reason why is that when you go to rent out your house and they, have kids always like to play in the front yard, the backyard and all that, but eventually they'll make their way out to the front yard. And so I think it's a liability issue. Plus, when you go to sell the asset eventually, a lot of times it's going to be tougher to sell. So that one was not a deal that I was going to buy or say yes to. Let me take a look at another one of this guy's deal. Let me go ahead and stop sharing real quick. I'll pull up another property. Give me a second here. And this one I said no to because it's really hard to understand how to make money um, on the deal. And sometimes, when you're trying to buy from wholesalers, they'll have a number in mind for what they think is ARV. And so you always got to check. And let me see where it is off. There we go. Okay. So, well, no, before that, let me see if I get that. I like the area in this deal. It's just, there's some errors in the comps by a lot. And so, you always got to check the ARV, and common sense isn't always common practice. But I definitely like this area. So let me pull this up and then share my screen. We had a big win here at the office. Just we've fought and clawed to get this one deal that we had refinanced. So I'm glad that it's done. Okay. This is the address, the deal. And it's in an area that I really like. We have one actually right now with long-term resident that is eventually they're trying to buy this place. So this is the deal. So it's from the looks of it, looks like a buy level home. I already double checked and ran comparables on this. So let's go before we even look at numbers. Let's take a look at the street. You guys can see my screen. If you can, in the comments, just type a thumbs up if you could. If not, thumbs down. And I'll figure it out. So before I start looking around here, let me go back to the studio. No comments. So everyone looks like everyone's being able to see this. Also, my audio. You guys hear me? Let me know. I already like what I see because we're in a. I already checked kind of the map and where it is, but nice pocket. I like to call this um, from the looks of it, a B class neighborhood. So let's see here. All right, I'm gonna just do a little walk. Looks to be pretty good. I mean, houses are close together. Man, looks like internet is slow here. Apologize, guys. I like the neighboring houses. I already like this area, so everyone's kind of keeping the other houses together. Not a lot of vacants. No rundown cars. All right, so the area is a plus. So let's look at the numbers. So this guy is asking $220. Thinking the ARV is $280, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, rents $19.49, built in '64. And so here are the comps that he's sharing. Yes. I'm live, just underwrite or going over a deal. All right. Okay, so let me pull up the images too. So after repair value is 280. So let me take a look at the pictures. All right, looks lived in. I don't have that many pictures to go off of. Don't like that. And so these are probably the best pictures, right? But it doesn't look too bad. So I'm gonna pull up the MLS and check comps there. And I had already pulled this search earlier. So this is a comparable right here, apparently. Let me see. 1030 Harwood. The 4.2. 2-car garage. This is a 3-car. Okay, bigger garage. This one sold for 260. I noticed in the email he has this comp as well. But he's saying that it sold for 300. So maybe he was looking at something else, but that's why you always check, right? So that comp's wrong. Let me see here. So what I'm seeing is this one sold for or is pending. This one in Randall. And this is a 4.2 on Randall. Doesn't have a garage. But looks to be updated. Yeah, no garage. Let's see how many days on the market. This one was 4 days on the market at 250. This one doesn't have a garage either. It's a 3.2 smaller. This was on the 3 days on the market for 250. That was back in last year of August. This is the most recent one. This sold. No, not the most recent one. That was in 2023. This is the most recent one. So this is where it's at. And I just made my search for this particular block. I'm here. I'm right in like Georgian Hills area. No, I'm sorry. I'm right here. Kind of like Holly Hill area. Let me see. Please list this location. Yeah. So here are my quick thoughts. So I think it's priced too high. I don't think it's worth 280. So I give it every bit of maybe 260. So, if I'm going to buy it as a rental, work my way backward, 260. My all-in amount, 75% of that. Let's see here, 260 is 195, right? So, and I'm not like, even if I bought it for 220 and I went and listed it right away for 260, I think I'm still going to get beat up on price, and all the costs. You got real estate agents, you got commissions, you got request to remedy, even though the house technically doesn't need any work. Yeah, there's going to be a request to remedy. Anyways, it's a no. All that risk to raise $220,000 to maybe 10 grand is a no. And I don't want to, I'm not trying to flip this property either. The area is good. So if you guys have any more in this area, love to see what y'all get. But I'm probably going to be in the 160 to 170 on the purchase price. And it doesn't need a lot of work. So that one's a no. All right. So let me pull up another deal. And look, I'm not bad mouthing this wholesaler. I want to work with him. So I've reached out to him and say, hey, you know, the prices just don't make sense for me to make money by a whole investor. Not bad mouthing anybody. Sometimes you just got to say, hey, you know, this isn't going to work. So immediately off the bat, this is, I already know it's overpriced. We're in the Hilltop just because I've owned rentals here. But let me just show you what I'm seeing. Let me see if anybody's okay. So look, so this one is in the Hilltop. We own rentals in the Hilltop now. I don't want any more in the Hilltop unless it's you know, like I would say that it really depends, depending on where it is in the Hilltop. Because there's some parts of the Hilltop that are like close to Westgate, Valley View. I'm okay with. All right, 204. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so it's right there, Central Hilltop. 130 purchase price, I think is pretty insane. Let me look at the comps that were pulled. 205 South Wayne. That sold for 183. So let me fact check that. It's wanting me to sign in to Zillow. Okay. Come on. All right, let me look at somewhere else. I'm gonna look at the MLS. Taking forever. So impatient. 205 Wayne. Looks like it closed recently, 2024. 183. This is a 1.5 bath. So again, ours is a 3.1. This is a nice rehab. So again, I'm not bad mouthing this guy, but it's just it ain't gonna work over 130. That's a firm no. So anyways, you're watching this live. We're buying in Columbus, Cincinnati, Dayton, Mansfield. If you want me to take a look at your deal, I'll do it on lives like this. And it's a yay or nay. I'll buy it live. But anyways, just if you got any questions on how we do this, I haven't even gotten that far into the deal yet. on a lot of these. You just got to keep going through a lot of deals to find one. I'm going to reach out to this wholesaler and let him know why my numbers are where and why I said no to these, just to help educate. Sometimes that's what you got to do. So on to the next deal or no deal. I'll see you.